The tally. Mr. Fremont led Kim to the cash register. "Let's pretend you already have a job here," he said. "Okay," said Kim. Mr. Fremont went and got some things from the shelves and plopped them into a shopping basket. He selected a jar of peanut butter, a bag of cookies, and a key lime pie. Then he set the basket on the counter next to Kim. "Can you tally up the cost of all this food?" "You bet," said Kim cheerfully. "Do you want me to use the cash register?" No, said Mr. Fremont. "I want to see if you can do it without the cash register. Let's pretend the cash register is broken, so you have to add up the tally by yourself." That sounded hard to Kurt. He looked at Kim to see if she looked scared. She did not. "No problem," said Kim. Kim got a sheet of paper and a pen. She wrote down the cost of each item. Then she added it up carefully. When she finished, she said, "Mr. Fremont, should I add the sales tax on top of this?" Kurt looked at Mr. Fremont and saw him break into a big grin. Mr. Fremont's grin seemed to stretch from ear to ear. Kurt could not tell why he was so happy. "Yes," Mr. Fremont said, "we must add the sales tax." "What is sales tax?" Kurt asked. Mr. Fremont explained. "It's a tax we have to pay to the state to help pay for roads and firemen and that sort of thing." Meanwhile, Kim had finished the adding and the tax. When she was finished, Mr. Fremont checked her numbers. "Wow," said Mr. Fremont, "you added and multiplied perfectly." He held out a hand for Kim to shake and said, "You've got yourself a job." "For real?" said Kim. "For real," said Mr. Fremont. "You can start next week." Kurt clapped his hands. "I'm so excited." Kurt said, "Well, you should," Kim said. "Well, you should be proud of yourself," said Mr. Fremont. "It's never easy to find a job." "You got that right," Kurt said, sighing loudly. "It took us all day." "Just one day?" Mr. Fremont asked. "I'm impressed. Sometimes it takes it a lot longer." I suppose I got lucky," replied Kim. "Luck is finding a dime on the ground," Mr. Fremont said. "Getting a job is not luck. You had to visit a lot of places and talk to a lot of people, and you had to pass the tests I gave you." Mr. Fremont showed Kim the rest of the store and the warehouse. Then he had her fill out some papers. Mr. Fremont handed Kim $20 for the time she had spent taking inventory and tallying up the costs. Then the two of them shook hands. "Be here at 9 o'clock sharp. Don't be late." "You can count on me, Mr. Fremont. I will be there on time every day." Kim and Kurt went outside. Kurt said, "Way to go, big sis." They clapped hands and did a dance on the sidewalk. Kim got out her cell phone and called her mom, who was at work. "Mom," she said, "I got a job." "Woo-hoo," said her mom. Number 1. Who is Mr. Fremont? A. Mr. Fremont is a clerk at the store. B. Mr. Fremont is the store owner. C. Mr. Fremont is a shopper in the store. 2. What did Mr. Fremont ask Kim to do? He asked A. He asked her to add up the cost of some food. B. He asked her to use the front door. C. He asked her to place some items on the shelves. 3. Why did Mr. Fremont tell Kim not to use the cash register? The cash register was A. The cash register was broken. B. He wanted to see if Kim could add up the cost herself. C. He thinks Kim does not know how to use the cash register. 4. How did Kim complete the tally? A. She used a calculator to enter the prices. B. She checked the prices on the shelves. C. She wrote the prices on paper and then added them. 5. How did Mr. Fremont show he was pleased with Kim? A. He clapped his hands. B. He told Kim that she would have a job at the store. She could have a job at the store. C. He told Kim to add the sales tax. Why did Mr. Fremont 6. Why did Mr. Fremont hand Kim $20? A. He wanted her to place the $20 in the cash register. B. He wanted to pay her for taking inventory and doing the tally. C. He wanted to help her pay for the subway ride. 7. How did Kim feel at the end of the story? A. She was sad she did not get a job. B. She was mad after doing the inventory. C. She was excited because she found a job. 8. When did Mr. Fremont tell Kim she could start her job? A. He told her he could start today. He told her she could start today. B. He told her she could start next week. C. He told her she could start next year. If Kim showed up... Number 9. If Kim showed up at her job at 9 a.m. on her first day, she would be... A. Be late. B. Be right on time. C. Be there at the wrong time. 10. Who did Kim call? Kim called Kurt. A. Kim called Kurt. B. Kim called Mr. Fremont. C. Kim called her mom.